Hello, yeah, just making this quick video. I saw a movie last night. Um, it was the Matthew Shepard Story. Now, I'm familiar with the Matthew Shepard Story. The friend I was watching with wasn't. Um, but yeah, Matthew Shepard was killed in 1998. It was the year I visited America for a month. Probably not so far away from where he was actually. Um, But he was killed in 1998 by a couple of thugs that posed as gay people in a gay bar, and they took him out ostensibly to give him a lift home, and they took him to a remote area of the countryside, and they beat him to death. Um, well, actually, he wasn't quite dead, but they left him there as dead, tied to a barbed wire fence. Um, the most callous thing that you could do to any human being, really, especially someone as young as that, with their whole life ahead of them. I mean, he's about 9 years younger than me, I think. So yeah, he'd be in his late 30s by now, and yeah, it's just so inhumane. And yeah, I mean, I'd watched the Laramie Project. I kind of knew what to expect, but I cried actually, doing my best to hide the fact that I was sobbing. But Matthew's friends dressed as angels and confronted a lot of so-called protesters from the Westboro Baptist Church holding up their "God hates fags" signs and everything. And again, as a human being, I don't believe that God hates anybody, because God is divine, and that kind of implies that being divine, you can't be hateful as well. But yeah, I think if God were to hate anything, I think he'd hate that kind of awful homophobia and just treatment of another human being. So anyway, I watched this film, The Matthew Shepard Story, starring Stockard Channing as Judy Shepard. Now, Judy Shepard and Dennis Shepard started a thing called the Matthew Shepard Foundation, which is an organisation that campaigns against hatred, basically. Bearing in mind that it was 16 years ago, and bearing in mind that hopefully you'd hope that things had moved on a little bit. What I didn't expect to see at the end of the movie, when I scrolled down and looked at some of the comments, what I didn't expect to see was that the one on top, made just 3 weeks ago, this is September the 7th, 2014, would actually just be so horrible. Those two guys should have got on a medal for getting rid of a piece of sodomite filth. Shepard's old man should have a vasectomy to make sure he doesn't bring any more fags into the world. How on earth could you say such a thing? How on earth could you say such a thing? It doesn't matter that the person was gay or not. It's just the fact that you would ever, whoever you happen to be, and actually you've put your name on there. I can't actually read it because I'm looking at a photograph, a low-res screenshot. But it's Michael someone. Is that Michael Walter? Something like that. Yeah. I make no apology for naming you, possibly compromising your security, because you actually deserve to be named. Do you know what I mean? You know, again, I'm a peace-loving person, but you know, what you deserve for making that comment is the kind of thing that they did to I don't know, enemies of the state in France at the time of the French Revolution. You know, your head displayed on a pole. I wish that in a non-violent and vegetarian way, but yeah, just what a horrible thing to say. You should be thoroughly, thoroughly ashamed of yourself. Yeah, and you know, part of me almost thinks, is it worth justifying your comment with a video? But just, you know, that's just awful. Just don't.